Hi everyone, okay, I'm back after I painted the red stripes. In the last video I showed you guys how to do the masking off of these lines, and then what I did was I used a brush and I put on hairspray, and then I painted the red over the top with my airbrush, and that allowed me to get this effect, which is basically looks like streaking or debris that have hit this edge of the Viper. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how I actually got this effect. Just one point on this, they say less is more. So over a big area, if you do less, it actually looks like more, basically. So as you can see, it's not that much, but across the whole model, it looks like quite a lot. So what you want to do with this is use a earbud and just wipe over the area, make it wet. Okay, I already pre-wet this. Leave it like a couple of minutes, 3-4 minutes. And then come in with something sharp. You can actually use the dry end of your earbud. It tends to take off bigger pieces of paint. And then come in. I use a toothpick, and then just scrape I'd say in line with where something might hit the ship. So just come in, scrape, and the paint will come off and leave streaks. So depending on your paint, it might take longer on some paints. This is quite a hard paint. Okay, that's enough for me on this one. Okay, what I did as well is I used my airbrush and I did all the vents there and over here. What I use on this, if you're going to do this, don't use a normal cheap or plain airbrush. Use a double action, so that way you can come in close and then depress it, and then while you're in the same spot you can pull back and release a little bit of paint. Else it's going to be one fat splurge all over the place. It's going to look crap. You have to redo the paint job, and that's submission on its own. Okay, so that's how the the left wing and pod looks. Okay, there were some areas where the paint went under the masking tape. I just used a file. I just scratched the edges off. I'm not too worried about it because it's not out of off the factory floor, the Viper. It's been through a battle. Okay, and then the other wing. And that's what happened over here. Was it? I used the back of the earbud and it took a big gap off. I refilled with paint. Certain areas where you find big chunks get taken off, you can keep it and use it as a where it looks like there's debris, so you can make it like a brown stripe down the side. I'll come into the airbrush afterwards and I'll touch up certain areas. And then the tail section, there it looks very good. And the nice thing is the airbrush gives the flared effect, so it looks like a blast suit or whatever you want to call it. And then on the nose section I did a little bit more, so I actually came in with my Tamiya weathering master, or should I say the set of the one I'm using is suit. Okay, I'm using the suit. And I came in around the edges, a little bit around the front, and inside these gaps. The thing is, with handling it with a paint job, etc., it's actually spread it across the whole model, and it gives it a nice used effect. So don't worry about it too much. I mean, you can always come in afterwards, you can take it, you can wipe with your hand as well. It makes your fingers dark, blacken your fingers. Okay, so actually looks pretty good. The paint came out very well. I'm happy with the color. It might be a bit darker than what it should be, but I like this. It's not bright red. And I showed the color before, but this, just to repeat, it's a Revel aqua color, and it is the purple red. I think, well, it says over here 36 in small numbers, and then 331 in large numbers. Okay, that's what I used. Obviously mix your own if you want to. Don't necessarily do what I do. Do your own thing, but that works for me. And then the black on the nozzles. And then I went in the front of here and I scraped a bit as well. See, chunks came off there, but I'm not too worried about it. The front of the ship I reckon would hit more debris. Cylons heads, etc. Okay, so next I'm going to do on this section I'm going to do the decals, 1, 2, 3 and 3, 6, and then I'll do the rest of the decals. What I'll do is I'll do one side on my own, and then when I come back to this side, then I'll do another video and I'll show you how to do the side. Okay, well, decals are pretty simple, but if you do them wrong, especially JBox decals, they're such good quality, they're very thin.